everyone. Welcome back to the podcast, Tripped Out and Crazy, with your boy, Chawini.
And your girl Taryn.
It's been 3 years since we recorded our last podcast.
That's absolutely insane. I know that we were coming up on like almost 100 episodes before life got busy and we
Life
stopped.
got busy, girl. Life got busy. But we're
Okay,
back.
we're back better than ever and let's catch the people up. So, what's been going on in your world for the past little bit?
Well, I think I'd already moved back to NWA when we recorded a couple episodes, but still here, still thriving. Um, I'm so happy that I moved back here. Just been working, got some things in the works. Um, that's pretty much it. Trying to get this popped off. I miss doing this. I'm so excited that we're able to get this back working and going. I know people have really missed the podcast. So
I know I always kind of feel like it's crazy that people actually listen to us. I was telling somebody about it at work, and, they said, "So I've learned something new about you." And I said, "Oh, shit, what is it?" And they were listening to the one where we were talking about munching ass, and
period.
I said, "Oh, shit." So I forget that people listen, but, yeah, same, since the last time that everybody here that listens to the podcast, since we've caught up, I feel like I'd probably gotten married, so I've got a whole ass husband now. I have a
You've
whole
probably gotten married. Love it.
Yes, I have a whole business now, and I also have a whole baby. So we have been very booked and busy over this way.
Very booked and busy, but I feel like also too, with all this busyness and craziness, I kind of feel like I actually now have the time to sit down and
You said what now?
genuinely focus
Oh,
on this like I wanted to originally, which is kind of crazy. Because when I first moved here, I mean, I was busy working, but I didn't, I don't know. It felt like, I don't know how to explain it. Now that I'm even more busier, I feel like I have more time. I don't know
mhm.
if that makes any sense, but I don't know. I feel like it's the perfect time to start back.
I think you always know when it's time to make those shifts of things where even though you're busy, like, you prioritize, I guess, what you wanna spend your time on. And
Yes.
sometimes it's just not the right time to, like, do certain endeavors, and maybe that's what happened with this podcast the last time is, life just got to life, and we needed to pause, kinda collect ourselves, and then bounce back better than ever. So, I
Girl,
think
and
that's
have
what
we? Have
Yeah,
we?
for
Um,
sure.
Tomorrow will be my 1 month sobriety. Uh,
Do you wanna talk about it?
we can talk about it. I know that I made a post, I think it was probably 2 months ago. It was really close to my birthday that I was going to quit alcohol. I've just been drinking way too much, pretty much since I was 18. So I was gonna quit. I did relapse, but then on the 27th of March, I finally decided it's time to quit, and I have not touched alcohol since. So tomorrow
And
will be my 1 month.
I am so proud of you.
Also, if I'm making any kind of weird noises from my mouth or coughing, I'm getting over a cold because this weather cannot decide who it wants to be.
Oh, the allergies are kicking everybody's ass.
Kicking my fucking ass. I can't breathe. I can't sleep.
I can't
Like,
eat. I'm
I wish. Shit.
Yep.
I mean, summer's coming up. Why do you have to affect everything else?
I feel like that's like The Devil Wears Prada, where she's like, "I'm one stomach flew away from my goal weight."
Girl, give me a couple more of those because I really have not been eating. Well, I mean, I will say we did go to K-Pot. Have you been to K-Pot?
No, but I heard it's jumping.
Girl, I mean, it's a lot of work. I mean, you pretty much are a chef. I felt like a dad. Felt like I should have wore my dad clothes, but because you're grilling,
You
but
see,
the food is worth it.
we went to a spot over in Bentonville somewhere, kind of at, like, the Walmart home office, and it's essentially the same type of vibe, like Korean barbecue,
Hmm.
and I couldn't eat any of the food because it was all, like, pre-seasoned, um,
Oh
but
shit!
yeah, so I cooked everything for everybody,
Oh,
and I had a good old time.
I love that you had a good old time. I would have been like, okay, y'all gonna have to pay me since I cooked for all y'all.
Truly, and didn't even get to eat shit.
Didn't get
I
to eat
think I've
nothing. You
been
had to swing
having
through. You can't even go anywhere because
um, no.
like you have to like you were like, and I can't stop by anywhere fast.
That
So I hope I
that's
can I have an imaginary garden at home I can pull some veggies out of and probably
literally
saute those.
that's one thing that sucks too since the last time I've spoke with the people that listen. Yeah, the food allergies, no gluten, no dairy, no nothing delicious. They don't tell you how tough that is if you're in a pickle to go out and get food just fast. You can't do it.
You can't. And that's the thing too is like now that I've been more on the move, my eating habits have probably not been the best. So it's like ramen or Kinder Joy eggs.
Ooh, I love ramen or like pho, which that is one thing you can kinda eat if you're doing no gluten, no dairy is pho.
Oh,
It's like
really?
pho or Mexican, yeah, as long as you do like a rice noodle, but
You're like, as long as there's no seasoning or flavoring or anything in the bowl, then it's perfect.
literally, just give me water.
Just give me water. What the fuck is this? Yeah,
Oh, truly.
I kudos to you. I probably should be eating that way. When I was drinking, girl, it fucked my stomach up. So I think I'm just not getting back to normal.
Well,
And then
it
I'm
takes
like, now that
a
I'm
l
not drinking, I can eat anything I want. No, we can't just do that. Like, I
no,
also need to be better. These Tostino's pizzas, they should have graduated when I did high
no.
school.
Oh my god, I miss them every single day. A bagel bite, a fucking pizza roll, bruh.
Mm, baby,
I miss it every day, and I miss hot fries and regular milk, cheese fries. I I'm about to relapse on food.
I love that. What a
Um,
healthier option.
truly,
Well,
truly.
not with what you have. That's probably not best.
No, no, I can't do it. That's, yeah, that's too much, but so how has the sobriety journey been for you? For people that may be, like, thinking about getting on the same train or going through that themselves, what are some things that have kinda helped you along the way with that?
Surrounding yourself with people that really care about you and will clock you when you're
Yeah.
doing wrong because they love you. I mean, that's been a huge help. And then kind of looking back and taking responsibility for your own actions. I feel clearer. And then I like now I can see what I was doing when I was drinking, which I feel like there's so many different type of alcoholics. I didn't like wake up drinking. I didn't never went to work drinking. But I did go home and start drinking and I would not stop until I felt like passed out. Um, and I think the biggest thing is just being around people that support you and get it, but are like don't take the criticism so hard. Like the people love you. And
Yeah.
like
You know
sometimes
it's
it
not
does
coming.
take them being like, this is gonna be the last thing I can try with you to really
Yeah.
get it into your head. And that's what it was. And, I'm kind of,
Did you ever
I have
feel
nothing
like
but
that was
respect.
did you ever feel like that was coming from a place of judgment
No.
when
I felt like it
before
was
you
coming from
tried?
a place of love.
That's good. I know sometimes, with my experience and with people that have kind of struggled with that, um, until they're really ready to make the change, they almost feel like they're being a little bit judged, and I know that the people that were having those hard conversations with their loved one, that was never the intent, but I think sometimes when you're not ready to hear those hard truths a little bit and kinda hold that mirror up to yourself or your own behaviors, then that can be kind of tricky. So that's
It
so
can
good.
come off as judgment when it's not.
Yeah, exactly, and I know that people never mean it to be received that way. It's just sometimes you're not ready to hear those lessons and kinda make those changes within yourself, so it's like that's really wonderful that you see it the way from the perspective that you do and that you've been able to apply those changes and just better yourself, and I feel like you'll be going nowhere but up from here.
I feel that way. Like, I feel, like I said, a lot clearer. I mean, it's still hard. Like, I'm still trying to fill my time when I get off work. Like, that's when I would drink. So it's
Yeah.
like trying to keep myself busy. And then this weekend, I've been so exhausted, probably because I've been a little sick. But it's like, I think either my body's getting back in the rhythm of just not having a substance all the time. But I think the biggest hurdle is not even wanting the alcohol itself. It's the isolation and figuring out what to do with your time when you're alone. And I know like it does give you more time to be creative, and I am getting back into that headspace, but it's so crazy. It takes a minute. Like it's just
Oh,
I
yeah.
feel like I just kind of feel like, okay, what do I do now? Kind of that's just been where I've been here lately when I get home. Like I've kind of done everything I can do. I've cleaned everything. I've organized everything. So it's finding that next healthy habit to take over that that time I cut out for drinking.
Yeah. No, that makes complete sense, and I feel like a lot of people would relate to that. Just because it is where you're like, "What do I do now?" But that's so good, and it's gonna open up a lot of doors, and that's the one thing too where it's only been a month, and I think it's good that you're having patience with yourself to kinda get your footing a little bit, because that's whole like, truly, that is a whole lifestyle change that you're going into.
Yeah, and it's like I said, it's like I don't even really crave the drink anymore or the feeling. It's just like I've spent so much time having that as like a
A
thing to
crutch.
fall back on
Yeah,
that I'm like, "Whoa,
I
that's
know.
like almost 10 years of." I mean, in 2028, that'd be, well, no. Girl, that math is not math, and I
Girl,
will
I
say
was
this too, I have
it's
been having to relearn a lot of shit because my brain was fried and late to this day.
That's, I know that was one of those same things, like, I quit smoking weed a couple years ago, and, it really wasn't like a moment or anything that happened where I was like, "Okay, this is affecting my life negatively or anything." I always handled my business, did my shit. I don't feel like it, like, fucked my life up in any way. Um but it was one of those things where I kinda clocked myself and was like, "I don't even remember my personality or who I am without that." And I was a very heavy smoker, like, wake up in the morning, wake and bake, smoke all day, smoke down after work, but I always handled my shit, so it never stopped anything, but I was like, "I could be doing more," and at some point, it really started, like, tripping out my anxiety, and that's when I was like, "I don't think this is really, like, conducive for the life that I wanna lead now." Like, it got me through when I wanted to smoke down like that, and I had a lot of fucking
Yeah.
fun doing my shit, but where I wanted to go and the things I wanted to do, I don't think that it was, like, in symbiosis with me anymore, so just kinda, like, put it down and quit,
You
and there
said
was
it's time to switch to crack.
something like that. But it's one of those things where it was like, you know, I don't know, I really thought it'd be harder to do, quitting something that I was using every day, but surprisingly enough, like, as you said, you figure out different normals, and then you just kinda rock and roll with it.
Well, I also believe that it kinda gives you a power because it's accessible. So it's like I know I can go get it, but it's a powerful feeling being like, "But I won't go get it." Like, I won't go to the store and grab it. I can, but there's so much power and,
Yeah.
like, strength in knowing that you have the willpower to not do it, and you're still okay.
Oh, I
It
know.
Luckily, this time I did not have any kind of crazy withdrawals. I mean, I definitely had emotional withdrawals, like, a lot of suppressed feelings started coming out, and I was not angry or anything, just really emotional, but I feel like that's come to pass, and, like, I felt fine. Now I'm just fucking bored.
Yeah. Yeah. Which that tracks too, because that's where it is. It's just like it's figuring out your whole new footing, and that can take a little bit of time, but I'm glad to hear that you're having grace with yourself and that you're figuring it out, and, hopefully this is just being better than ever, in all
Oh,
ways.
it definitely is, and it's just opened up a lot of my, like, creativity back that I've suppressed for so long, like, getting back into being creative, getting back into the podcast, really, like, finding the time with friends, and it's really enhanced my relationship, that I'm in at the moment, and it's just really it's had it's way more positive than it's had its negatives.
That's so good, because I feel like sometimes people don't even realize, like, whatever they're doing, how much it is negatively impacting their life until you kind of pull the camera lens back a little bit and look at it from a different angle, and then you're like, "Holy shit," like, that just because it was such a learned behavior and I'd been so used to that for so long, you
Mhm.
really you feel like your existence is normal with that kind of stuff going on, and then when you remove yourself from it a little bit and you get a little time on the other side, you're like, "Damn, that really wasn't adding any value to my life."
No value, no value. I
And
even think about that if I was to go out, and that's what I told friends because I've been so kind of, like, isolated. I, I have avoided, like, big groups with alcohol just because, just to be smart. But I did mention that, like, any small get-togethers, it's not gonna bother me. But it is just trying to make also it comfortable for everybody else for me to be around at the same time. Like, I want people to also be like, "Okay, he says that, but I also wanna be able to do what I can do and not have to worry about him as well."
oh, and that's one of those things too where, um like, I never was a big drinker, and I don't know if you mean it in this capacity, like, are you talking about you being comfortable in settings with people drinking or other people being comfortable around you not
Well,
drinking while
other
they're
people, I don't want other people to feel like they have to walk on eggshells around me.
I don't think they will, you know what I mean? Where if it's just in the capacity of drinking, because like, when I've showed up in rooms of everyone else drinking, and I've half heard where people will be like, "Oh, sometimes that's weird if you're not drinking," and they feel like, feel peer pressured to the person to kind of drink,
Yeah.
but have you ever felt that?
No, not really. It's just, it's like, "Oh, well, everyone else is," so I kind of not peer pressure, because no one's, like, being like, "You should get a drink,"
But yeah,
or
like
anything like
pressure
that.
on yourself.
Oh, I'm just like, that does sound really good, but I think that was a past mentality to where now if I was to go and spend time with friends in a social setting, it wouldn't be
A
as
thing.
as a thing, depending on, like, the group.
Hell yeah. That's good though.
So we're getting there, learning lessons, learning steps.
Bitch, what do we call that? Growth?
Growth,
Evolution?
evolution, we're getting there, girl, we are getting
Hell
there.
yeah. Hell yeah.
But, no, anything else been going on? I know that we have so much planned for the pod. Um, this is our first little kind of intro, people that haven't, listened to us before or if it's been a minute and, you know, I just I'm so excited to get back into this and get some people on here too to kind of tell their stories and our stories and get back to, like, making people laugh. Such a serious fucking time right now. Too
Yeah, for
much,
sure.
girl.
For sure. Yeah, I think that's the whole goal of it. Like, when we first started doing this podcast, we were both in different phases of our life, and, that's kind of my main interest in doing this is, 1, to just kinda shoot the shit, share our stories with people, connect, and then, like, cut up and laugh because it is a heavy world right now, and I think laughter is the best medicine, so that's really what I wanna get from this, and then, hopefully make friends along the way.
I feel that. I will say this. The dedication to get this popping, I think when did we start? Like 2 weeks ago? A week ago?
Yeah, maybe, like last week?
I think and I messaged you and I was like, it's time to get it popping. And then we did photo shoot, software, everything. And here we are.
Uh-huh. Yes,
So
and
it's
so
really exciting.
when did we decide when will the people get to listen? When are we gonna drop these?
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna drop each Wednesday morning, early in the morning. To me, it just felt like the perfect time. It's midweek. You're halfway through the week. Something to get excited about, something to listen to on your morning commute or after work, just to kind of brighten the rest half of your week and get going from there. And I feel like just be prepared for changes and lots of big things coming. I have like several people that want to join as guests for episodes, certain topics I really want to get into. Um, so many things that I think people will really appreciate and kind of connect with. And that's what I'm most excited about.
For sure, and I think it'll be good too that we've been friends for so long, and it's like you're in a whole new phase of life, I'm in a whole new phase of life, which I think both of them are very, like, different journeys, but we've been on the same ride together, and, I think it's gonna be relatable for a lot of people.
I do too. And, just the people I've met along the way by, like, moving here, I felt like I kinda started over that I don't know, I also feel just more confident and able to really discuss things that I thought I could before, in a more mature and, um, realistic way. So I'm just
Hell yeah.
excited to start talking about, just life. Let's get it popping, girl.
I
Let's
know.
get it popping. Let's let these things just go off.
I think that we gonna do it. We gonna do it. We gonna do
But
it.
this was definitely our little intro getting back into the podcast first episode. Um, yes, like I said, we will drop every Wednesday. We will be kind of like doing things here and there. Stay on our socials. We're on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, all the things. Um, and just kind of keep up with us, see what we kind of put out there, and join. We want it to be interactive, so if you have any topics you can always email us at trippedoutandcrazy@gmail.com. um and like and subscribe.
Boop, 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 boop.
Is there anything you want to leave the kids with?
No, I think we've got it covered today.
Period, diva. Period, diva. Well, I will say this: it's Sunday, ho, and I do have the scaries. If I'm gonna be real and honest, let's be real and honest, I do have the scaries.
Let's be real and honest. It is Sunday and it is my Friday, so I do not
Oh,
have the
fuck off.
scaries, but I feel for all of you that do.
I say that, but then, like, I've been getting up, like, early to go work out. Like, I need to be a little bit more positive about it, but shit, girl, like, this weekend flew the fuck by.
They always do, dude. Like, they literally always do. Yesterday, I got off work mid-afternoon, and then I look up, and I was like, "How the hell is
Tornado.
it
Oh,
10 o'clock and a tornado coming through? Hailing outside? What the F?"
what the F? Nothing wrong with a little F3 after work, you know? Maybe it'll, like, help me with gas. Maybe it'll push me home.
You know what? That's exactly it. It said, "What can I do to fuck your day up?" It's like, "Let me drop a twister and put you
Yeah.
in front of the most sassy people over the weekend." And I said, "Okay, that's what the world's trying to do is teach me motherfucking patience, because this is a story for the pod later, but I will just leave the people with, I almost got in a tussle at the Walgreens, and this bitch had me all the way twisted, like, if I
It's
wasn't
always
a
a Walgreens.
it's always the motherfucking Walgreens, and if I wasn't a mother, I woulda put hands on this bitch,
What
but
did she do?
she a story for another time. We'll tease this, and then I'll get back into it, but
Is she
I
still with us?
she's still with us,
Okay.
but she's a sassy bitch, and I don't like her.
Well, I can't wait to have her as a guest next week.
If we can find her.
I think in this day and age, girl, she's probably still there.
Oh,
Anyone that
she
shops at Walgreens is always at Walgreens.
and she was a patron, wasn't even a Walgreens employee, but, because there's
Oh,
only, like, 2 of
pedestrian?
those running the whole store, but, yeah, she was a little sass pot, and, she had me fucked up, I'll say that, and I was aghast, but, again, I'll touch on this after I have a snack or something on the next pod,
Yeah,
but
have your little snack, and then I want you to tell me how you almost ripped this bitch a new one. I love that energy. I
mm,
That's me driving every day on my way home.
well, it's horrible out here in these streets.
Girl, I love NWA, but I hate the traffic.
It's gotten so bad. Like, that's what I will leave the people with, um, if we're about to wrap this little tizzy up, is if you are in Northwest Arkansas, join the Facebook page, NWA Bad Drivers, and if you see yourself, check yourself before you wreck yourself, because what the fuck are we out here doing driving like this?
Also, too, if you don't even live here, go ahead and join it and see what we're going through and see what you can do to make a change. Call your
Truly.
senators, call your congressman, call
And
anyone.
if you're
Right.
and if you realize, like, hey, self-reflect while you're driving in your Kia Sorento, and you're like, "My I'm a problem. I left lane cruise. I cut people off.
You
I
know,
go slow on the on-ramp." I
there
want you to reflect and realize that you need to make some drastic changes in your life, and for the
there's
sake of us all, fucking commence to doing it.
there's only 2 people that get a free pass, and that's anyone that drives a Honda Civic or a Nissan Altima,
I was about
because
to
the
say,
roads were built for them.
if you did not include the Altima with, like, maybe 1 missing hubcap, those people but they would never be the people that put us in these positions
No, they're
because
the saviors. They're the what do you call them? They're like the
they're the angels of the
vigilantes.
road.
Yeah, they are the roads were built for them. They're the pioneers.
Exactly,
I
exactly, and
I I'd always trust to get where I need to get in a Honda Civic. If I'm on Uber, I'm like, make sure they're in a Honda Civic or a Nissan Altima. And I wanna
see
make sure they've got some kind of air freshener on the mirror and a hubcap missing.
oh, 1,000,000%. Like a Honda Civic, it's giving that energy. We understand she's that girl. But a Nissan Altima, baby, I feel like we could potentially do crime. We could get to the airport on time. Like shit is
It's
gonna
Max Fury
happen.
Road. It's Furiosa.
That's exactly what it is. And like, yeah, that's exactly how it should go. They're bobbing and
It's
weaving. We're getting where the hell we need to go.
it's vanishing point, it's death proof. You're getting where you need to go, and that car is gonna last. That car could be impounded. You know what I used to think impounding was like that they actually, like, crushed the car? When people would be like, "My car's getting impounded," I'm like, "Oh my god, you're gonna have to get a whole new car. It's gonna be flat." And they're like, "What are you talking about?" And I'm like, I'll call you later." This is a bad connection.
You know what? That's what happened. Like, let me just touch on this Walgreens thing, because that moment where you said it's a bad connection, again, I mentioned earlier in the pod, I have a new offspring. So any of you that are listening that are without child, what that means is you guys are well-rested humans. You're fully functioning moving out in the world. People with offspring, it's why they say sleep deprivation is a war tactic, because you lose your sanity a little bit.
Yeah.
So, we're gonna run this back to that Walgreens. I'm in the Walgreens. I go in there trying to do something nice for Mother's Day, and I'm picking up some pictures for the ladies in my life to craft a little something cool for them. And anybody that shops in this Walgreens anywhere, but specifically this Northwest Arkansas one, there's never a fucking Walgreens attendant at the photo booth thing. So I'm standing back there, maybe 4 or 5 minutes pass. I notice this woman in the refrigerator aisle grabbing one of those green Perrier bottled waters, which weird, but whatever. I
That you said I already get the vibe.
Exactly. So what do? I say, "Hey, how are you?" I smile and I keep it pushing. I don't say shit else. I don't think about nothing else. So I continue to wait for a few more minutes. Nobody comes and helps me. It's been maybe 6 or 7 minutes at this time. So I say, fuck it. I'll mosey up to the front of the store and wait in line. There's a man and the Perrier water bottle lady that I just smiled at. I'm not paying no attention to nothing. I'm in my own bubble, disassociating from my reality.
Yes, that's we have to.
Exactly. So imagine my surprise when said Perrier water woman looks at me and very rudely says, "What the fuck are you doing?" Literally just like that. I said,
W
like,
wait.
blew my ponytail off my head, Shawini. I said, "Ma'am, what? Run it back. What did you say?" And she said, "What are you doing?" And I said, "The same shit you're doing. I'm standing in motherfucking line." And the woman at the behind the Walgreens counter very nicely tries to diffuse the situation, and she says, "What do you need, hun?" And I said, "Well, I've been standing back there waiting for these pictures, and no one has come to assist me. So that's what I'm here for, fucking pictures." And the lady said, "Well, let me call somebody." So she grabs a little microphone wrapped around her neck, and she says, "Doo doo 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 doo. I need someone to film, da 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 da, whatever." So I'm standing there waiting, again, just like staring this motherfucker down that cussed me out in the Walgreens. And she says, "Are you slow or something?" Because she just called somebody back there for pictures. And girl, when I tell you, option A passed through my mind of whooping this motherfucker's ass in the Walgreens, and then option B passed in my mind where it said, "You are a mother. You can't do shit like that. You cannot go to jail and be rolling cigarettes and making honey bun casseroles." So
Wait.
I had a
She
little
asked you if you were slow?
she asked me if I was slow because I had that delayed response where I was standing there waiting to make sure a actual Walgreens employee was gonna be where the fuck they are supposed to be at their post for me to get my pictures. Ugh. And then this woman says that shit, and I said, "Huh, I might be a little motherfucking slow because I'm running on 2 hours of sleep, but that's not your problem, that's my problem." But what happened now
You said,
is
"Excuse me,
you
bigums."
exactly. You've made this my problem with your sour ass attitude trying to cuss me the fuck out, and then you tested my good motherfucking nature. You see how hot I still am about it? I apologize for the curse words on a Wednesday
I
morning,
am gagged that
but
this happened to you. When was this?
this was last Saturday, bitch, and I've thought about it for a whole motherfucking week,
It'll
8
stick
days
with
now.
you.
It's stuck with me, and I knew I handled it the right way. It was like Medea when she was about to rip the Kmart apart. When she said, "WWJD," I said, "What would he do?"
I love how
'Cause
you said I handled it like Medea did at Kmart. Medea completely picked up a woman's car and threw it off a forklift.
no, like, I went to the parking lot, I just smiled at this woman after she said that shit, and I told her what the fuck I was doing, and then I walked back, I collected my pictures, I thought about it, and when I tell you my neck was hot, I was sweating, I was shaking, I got to my motherfucking Ronda the Honda, I sat in my car, and I looked around the parking lot for this bitch, and I said, "Where's she at?" Like, I didn't say everything I needed to say, so I've literally held on to it for 8 days, and now y'all know, and hopefully this I can let this go, but,
Well, I
yeah,
think I think we need to do a police sketch. And I
it
think I think we both need to round up, let off some steam, and gather up a bunch of Perrier sparkling water bottles and knock her ass out. Fill them with
literally.
quarters.
And she also had that, like, mover's tape on the roll, so maybe this bitch was having a bad day and she was moving. But if you're drinking TV static water, like, you're already going through some shit, and then I saw the moving rollers tapes, but I said, "You know what? Not only did her sour ass in that encounter make me question, 'Am I slow?' I was like, maybe I am going dumb." Like, this ugh.
I tried to laugh, but
She
I'm so mucused up that if I do, I think the little shrivel of a lung that I have left might shoot out on the top of the screen.
ew, ew, ew. But,
And I'm gonna
yeah,
send it to her and be like,
a
"I'm
gift,
like,
my
this is
lady.
just a little bit of what's to come."
Yeah, literally, truly, honestly, that's how I know I've evolved as a human being since the last time we've spoke on this pod,
Well,
because
it would be
old
easy to
Taryn
find her.
woulda threw them thunder cookies, bitch, like,
Rammed her head through a stop sign. I'm
ugh.
saying I I think it'd be really easy to find her. We just ask Walgreens who was the last person to buy one of those Perrier waters. It had to be her.
Truly, like, I remember the date, the time, like, my pictures are time stamped, and if she frequents that Walgreens, and I do as well, but this is what I think I'm gonna do. I'm sick of fucking with Walgreens and then playing with my emotion too, where it's like, "Man your post, bitch." Like, be at your designated space. Like,
That's
why
what people always say. They're like, "I am done fucking with Walgreens. Stop going to Walgreens."
why is there never someone at the picture counter? Imagine your frustration if you go to a pharmacy and there's never a motherfucking pharmacist there. Or if you go to the Cane's and you're trying to drive through, get your motherfucking hot box chicken, and there's never anybody at the window. That's the equivalent of going to the Walgreens and then never having somebody at the motherfucking picture spot.
I'm telling you, girl, I just don't go anywhere anymore.
Honestly, truly, it has me not wanting to, and then the one time I do and I'm trying to do something nice, this rude bitch blasts in my face, playing like I won't act a fucking fool, and then it really like, the Lord tested me that day. I think I passed my test, but then I think I failed the part in not letting it like,
Well, that's
not
okay, because that's all internal.
truly, but I'm
Then we'll
struggling
win the
internally,
hospital.
bitch.
Yet.
'Cause fuck, like, also people in the comments let me know. My mouth has not gotten any better, but
Oh,
if the
mine
cursing
either.
bothers people, like, yeah, this is not a podcast for children because I have a horrible mouth.
I have a horrible foul mouth, and I have a lot of stories and a lot of shocking tales. I,
Me
um
too.
I going back to Walgreens before we get off here, I brought it up yesterday, and I was at work, and I was like, "Does anyone else are they scared? Are y'all scared of CVS and Walgreens?" Like, "What are you talking about?" And I was like, "I have a fear of them." Like, when it's the carpet. When I walk in, the aisles get longer, and that scary psycho music
They
starts playing. I have to run out. I cannot spend more than 1 second, and they freak me out.
in a Walgreens?
Mhm, or a CVS, a Civus.
Well, I guess the only thing, like, the shining light in this is that receipt paper, their carbon footprint is not light, and they will give you a receipt paper as long as your motherfucking leg, so you can always, like, strangle yourself or a rude bitch if you run into one with that long ass receipt paper.
You can use that receipt paper as a fucking, measuring tape.
Scroll. Yes,
Yes.
literally, like,
Roll it out and you're
ugh,
like, "Okay, yeah, 150 feet."
150 feet of bullshit.
Okay. Girl, where's the survey's at the end and it's cut off.
Truly, that's the part that you do need, where it's like, "How was your experience?" "Well, I'll let you know, Barbara." It was
I'll let you
real
know, Cletus.
bullshit. Exactly,
Girl.
exactly. So, I think that could be, like hopefully, we don't have to add this part to the pod every time, but we can call it, like, ranting and raving, and we'll just air out our little grievance.
Let's do it. I mean, I always need it. So I
Yeah.
definitely have plenty of things that I can rant and rave about.
Yes, we'll have little sections on the pod where it can be like that, it can be like people of the week, whatever we're talking about. We'll figure it out. We'll brainstorm it, we'll workshop it, if you will.
Girl, yes, that's all we have time for. It's to brainstorm and pop the fuck off.
Exactly that. Well, speaking of pop the fuck off, are we gonna get up off of here?
We are. Everyone enjoy their well, it'll be Wednesday when this drops. Enjoy the rest of your week. Like I said, huge things are coming. We are going to start releasing things here and there. Um, and just buckle up, bitch.
And you know what? Stay bold, stay beautiful, and avoid the bullshit.
And don't forget to drink your Ovaltine.
That's that.
All right. Deuces,
Goodbye.
bitch.
Goodbye.